Foxborough. Today, we're ready for an entertaining battle between the Andres Borregalis, ready to get us started. And we're off from Foxborough. Here's Carter on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So out have the Falcons for their first possession. And they're brought out by the 8th pick in the 2024 draft. Out of your alma mater, the University of Washington, Michael Penix Jr.
Former Husky got a 3-star audition to end his rookie season, Kate, and those results, well, as you'd expect, were a little mix. Some highlight reel making throws and some opportunities to learn from as well. But now the 8th pick, he's going to get the ball in his hands, running his own team.
Play action. Here's Penix. Got a man. It's Drake London. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 22. And the Falcons will have a first.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. And then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
They break the huddle. It's second down now. Play fake. Penix. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's tackled for a short gain.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
Third down here, need 8 on the play. Third and long for him here. Gets this one to London. It'll be first and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. First and goal. Here's Robinson. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
At the Patriots 2-yard line.
Ball at the 2 here for second and goal. Man in motion here. Here's another for him. And this time he gets in for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons start the game off right with a 6-0 lead. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series, and then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
John Parker Romo out to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Patriots nothing.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Antonio Gibson now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So out come the Patriots, ready for their first possession. They'll be led out by last year's 3rd overall pick. He started 12 games last year as a rookie. That's Drake May.
Kate, you watch Drake play this game, and he checks every box you want for a franchise quarterback. Tall, athletic, great arm. Now he's got to take all that wonderful potential into week-to-week productivity.
New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. Off the play action. May. Right side and into the hands of Douglas. And defenders arriving inside.
Over that throw, you could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. And the first carry of the game for Ramondre Stevenson. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. In on the tackle, the first rounder out of Georgia, Jalen Walker.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
May now on 3rd down. That's caught for the first. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock. So unsurprisingly, that gives him a 1st down.
Patriots, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Here's May on 1st and 10. It's complete to Hunter Henry. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 36-yard line.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Going play action, May. Finds him on the crossing route. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
I have loved this opening script. Aggressive, taking your shots. You know, the numbers tell you get an explosive play on a drive in the NFL today, you're typically going to score. With that shot down the field, well, they're knocking on the door in the red zone.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Putting a receiver in motion. They'll run, Gibson. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB's going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Backed up to the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's May. He has the catch, but no, he can't get down in bounds. Oh, Brock, it was nearly a touchdown, but they're going to say it's incomplete. So his first blemish, Brock, after that perfect 4-for-4 start. And wouldn't expect one incompletion, though, to stop him from leaning on him this opening drive.
No, I don't think so. And I think more than anything, you see the defense kind of ball can hit the ground on this side.
Here's May, 3rd and goal. We'll have the 1st down and even more. The ground game works for the touchdown. The Patriots finish off their opening drive. Drake made the touchdown. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
This is Andres Borregales trying to tack on the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Patriots start off well to tie things 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's Jamal Agnew on the return. He dodged the tackle. Races past midfield. Hits the 20. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons break the tie here in the first. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
Romo on to try the point after.
Lining up for the extra point.
Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Falcons take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
Patriots 7.
What do you think, Brock? Can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. On the return, here's Gibson. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Patriots offense headed out for their second drive of the game. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Hey, I love the jet sweep as much as anybody, Kate. It could be super effective, but here's the deal. Once you send that receiver in motion, well, you're doomed. Because if they bring an edge pressure or there's a blitz, there's really no stopping it. Once that thing gets started, there's no audibling out of it.
Went the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. Here's made in the air. Setting up the screen here for Gibson. And how about this, Brock? They gain 11 on 2nd down. Nice work to claw some back. They make it 3rd and short.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. Trying to sneak May. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
They go play action. Here's May. He puts some juice on a deep throw. This is brought in at the 50. He will go. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots trim the lead to 1. It's a Stephon Diggs touchdown.
Those front office personnel people love to pair speedy wide receivers and ask their coaches to do just that. Put some play action in there. Let him go run. Because with his speed, that route is a winner, chicken dinner.
Gallus on for the extra point.
For the extra point.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Patriots tie things up at 14. After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's Agnew on the return. Escapes the defender. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Onto the field comes the Atlanta offense for the second time. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
At the 25-yard line.
They'll come to the line here. 2nd and 9. Penix working from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
As quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, Penix. Complete to Robinson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A 7-yard gain. And the Falcons, 1st down. A gain of
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Markers reset. Ball at the 37. Here's a counter give to Robinson. And all that for a single yard. What an effort to get what he could there.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Penix now. Now trying to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback, and on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. Here he goes, 3rd and long. To the sideline it goes. He makes the play. Pass caught. Both feet are down. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
1st and 10. Around to Robinson. Still has some space inside the 35. Touchdown! The Falcons break the tie here in the 1st. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they could take it to the house.
Romo on to try the point after.
for the extra point.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons break that tie and now lead by 7.
Patriots 14.
To kick it away, here's Pinion.
Set to kick off.
On the return, here's Travion Henderson. Looks away from one. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense all set to go. And with each team coming off a touchdown and scoring well early on, we've got the makings of a barn burner here, Brock, if they can keep this up.
Yeah, and as a quarterback, as an offense, doesn't mean you over-try, but you just know, hey, man, our defense having a hard time slowing them down, and we've got to step on that accelerator.
New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. May now from the gun. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
1st and 10, here's Stevenson. And he only manages one, couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. May off the play fake. Ramondre Stevenson makes the catch. And they are going to have to face a 3rd down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Third and a lone yard coming up. He tries to sneak it, and he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
It's a gain of 2.
So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. 21-14, our score. More from Gillette Stadium in just a minute. Back and ready now for the 2nd quarter. It's Patriots football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. They'll run it with Travion Henderson. And this is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. They get 28 out of that play. And that's a New England 1st down.
Another Patriots 1st down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Cut near the goal line. And this is down all the way to the 3. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
With such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
With the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal. Henderson. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Patriots can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Roy Gallis on for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Patriots tie this game at 21. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's Agnew on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Falcons, running back Bijan Robinson, getting set to begin another drive. And we've seen some matching touchdowns as of late, so the scoring coming at a good clip, Brock. Let's see if they can keep this up.
You know what's fun, Kate? After all of these years, I have friends that are offensive guys, friends that are defensive guys. And my friends watching this one offensively love it. The defensive guys, they're climbing up their walls.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Robinson to start the drive. His charge towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Falcons will have a first.
And those are the completions they rely on in their passing game.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. To the air with Penix. Right side, reeled in by Pitts. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. That's 16 on the pickup. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Penix here from the gun. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Penix is going to throw again. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one and brings up 3rd down.
That was pretty cool right there. I mean, that is an underrated effort on that play from his target, hustling and bustling his way to make sure he was in the neighborhood of that throw. So the Zebras, they couldn't penalize the throwaway.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. To the air on third and long. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
That's another Falcons first down. A gain of 15. And the Falcons first down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Here's Robinson up the middle. He's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Falcons will have a first.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
From the red zone on first. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. That throw intended for Drake London, and it's going to be second down. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up third and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Penix on third down. Pressure comes, and there's no place to go. The Patriots got it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz the corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody who I think enjoyed that chance to rush the passer.
Field goal attempts coming up from John Parker Romo. A pretty automatic look for him from the left.
30-yard attempt.
Up and good from Romo. And they've taken back the lead.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
To kick it away, here's Pinion. Fielded by Henderson. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The New England offense running out now. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
And in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Starting the drive here with Gibson. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. May's going to take it himself. And keeping the zone read costs him. He takes a hit, loses some yards too.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Throw here, 3rd down. That's taken in by Henry. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Here's an option play right side. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Brought down by the rookie Xavier Watts.
And that's a pretty modest pickup for keeper. So many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in my double digits, and they nearly got it there.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's May. Makes the catch, and he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Here's May on 1st and 10. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. That one hits for 30. And that's a New England 1st down.
Patriots, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helps set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Now a give to Stevenson, coming right. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Now nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Here's May to the air. Out to his wide out, it's a screen. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Play number 9 of the drive. This is going to be 3rd and 5 to go. Operating from the gun, here's May. Well, we put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series, and don't put the ball in harm's way.
So now on 4th down, Andres Borregales leading the Pats field goal team out for a try. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Borregales connects. And we're all tied up now in the 1st half.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is if the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's Carter on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. They're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33. The Falcons, running back Bijan Robinson, getting set to begin another drive. And he has run roughshod over them in this opening half. Pretty sure this is the exact kind of start that he was hoping to have here. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Robinson on the inside give. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Penix working from the gun. Going for his back, but it's incomplete. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Okay, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You can tell this is going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done.
1st down. A gain of 31 yards. 1st down, Atlanta.
Kate, that play's so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big, they can block at the line of scrimmage, but the elite guys, well, they've got that speed, and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
He keeps it and takes off. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Play action. Here's Penix. Buys time, rolling right. Taking off with it again. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down.
It's a gain of 8.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment, made it the perfect time for the 1st down.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. This is Robinson. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Penix. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
Third and long for him here. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So that brings up 4th and long.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Kate, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
Romo on for the field goal. A 36-yard
Up and good from Romo. And they've taken back the lead.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good, get into that rhythm, and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
To kick it away, here's Pinion. On the return, here's Gibson. He dodged the tackle. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. The Patriots and quarterback Drake May ready to go once more on offense. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. To throw, here's May. Hits him on the out route. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop it. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st and 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. May now from the gun. This one's caught. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
42-yard line.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. May. Finds a seam down the middle. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they could try for some points. Now it's Andres Borregales to try the Patriots field goal. This from 30 yards out.
30-yard attempt.
Borregales connects. And it'll knock this game up late in the 2nd quarter.
Okay, that's just an excellent play call to get a chunk of yards and set up that field goal before halftime. Job well done.
We'll see if it's a kick return that ends on half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback. This is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. He'll throw it. And downfield, and he finds London. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one, as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the 3rd quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
All right, thanks for that hard work, Scott. These two teams ready to break this tie as we welcome you back for the 3rd quarter. First half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the 2nd half. We're underway. On the return, here's Gibson. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And they could take control in the 2nd half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. Third quarter starts with a run by Stevenson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Here's May. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a 21-yard gain. And the Patriots will have a first down.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. Just want some yards to set up an easier second down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Going to the ground again on first. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. They go again with Stevenson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
Now 3rd and 5.
Made a throw it. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
So now on 4th down, Andres Borregalis leading the Pats field goal team out for a try. A 49-yarder in front of him here. Borregalis connects, and they've taken back the lead.
He connects now for a 3rd time, and that's the biggest of the 3 field goals he's made in this contest. Gives him the lead. Now you turn the keys over to your defense to try and protect it.
Now Borregalis on to send it away. Here's Carter on the return. Shoves one away. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Falcons and Drake London headed back out onto the field. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this 3rd quarter. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. This gets forward to around the 29. Brought down by the veteran Carlton Davis.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
2nd down now, 7 to go. To the air with Penix. They cross the 40. Nice run there. And he takes this into enemy territory to the 48-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
And the Falcons, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
Throwing now on first down. Penix. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. He picks up 15 on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
4 yards. That's another Falcons first down.
When a play breaks down, every once in a while, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that one.
Now to give to Bijan. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
The one thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. We go play action. Here's Penix. Connects on the crosser. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. They'll get 18 yards there. And the Falcons will have a first.
Falcons first down.
Well, they like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Running here with Bijan. And they make the stop after giving up 6 yards. Good run on first. It's second down.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open, deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
They bring their tight end left. From the shotgun, Penix. And they will score. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons grab the lead on their first series of the half. Michael Penix Jr., the touchdown.
Kate, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with their brains and their processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down, and he just put on a show.
Romo on to try the point after.
Lining up for the extra point.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons take a 4-point lead.
Falcons 34, Patriots 30.
To kick it away, here's Pinion. Fielded by Henderson. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Patriot offense making their return to the field. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. May off the play fake. On it, and he nearly picked it. So couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's second down.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store. 2nd and 10. Here's May. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. We're looking for Ramondre Stevenson out of the backfield. So they're left facing third and long. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
It's in or no, they dropped another one. Picks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. It does force a fourth down.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
Patriots punt team coming out with former sixth-rounder Bryce Behringer to do the honors. Fair catch called for, and he brings it in. Looks like right at about the 29-yard line. The Falcons and Drake London headed back out onto the field. And he has kept his pace up in the second half. His quarterback more than happy to keep throwing it his way, considering what he's been able to do with his looks all game. First and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got second and 8.
Brought down by Greg Wilson. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 33-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. Penix now. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure Coach, play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First and 10 from the 41. Here's Robinson. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got second and 11.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, an instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
Throwing for the pistol, Penix. Quick slant into the hands of Mooney. And they're approaching midfield with that gain of 6. He's up to the 46.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it third and 4.
Third down. Pat's going with a few extra defensive backs this time. Penix here from the gun. Gets this one to London. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunk of yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Here's a give to Robinson. And he is down to the 30-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Danger, danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
First and 10 now from the 30. Another carry for Robinson. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7. Penix working from the gun. Completed over the middle. He takes this down to the 24-yard line. Marcus Jones ranging over for the stop.
Brings up third and 4.
4 here on 3rd down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive. Firing quickly is Penix, complete. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. A handoff for Robinson, running right. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Trying to throw this from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's trying to lay this one in deep down the right side. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. Just can't finish the play.
QB took a chance right there, and he nearly paid dearly for it. You know, that's one of those situations, Kate, that if you're going to put the ball in harm's way, you got to make sure it's your guy or nobody's guy.
For the 3rd time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. Ball on the right hash, the distance 43 yards. Up and good from Romo. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. On the return, here's Gibson. Good work so far, he's got room. And he'll go out of bounds after getting it all the way down inside the kicking team's 45.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field, and you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Here's made in the air. Setting up the screen here for Gibson. He still has room inside the 30. And he has it down to the 26-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
And the Patriots, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Patriots with possession. They need to erase that deficit in a hurry. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. They'll give up the middle to Stevenson. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
All about that defense there. Had them bottled up from the jump. Truth be told, probably lucky they even got back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's May. Finds him over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam are what make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, here's May. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes, incomplete. So they take their shot to the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that 1st down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. That one complete to Diggs. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
That's good. 4 on Patriots. 1st down. 1st and goal.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure of the drive's right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. Gets it underneath. Stevenson. And that play is brought to a halt. They're going to say at the 5-yard line.
It's sure nice to have that safety valve. Sure nice to have a running back that not just able to tote it, Kate, but he's able to catch it. That's now multiple times they've looked his way, and multiple times he's delivered.
2nd and goal coming up. 5 yards to the end zone. Shotgun handout to Gibson. And the defense wins this round. That stopped at the line, and now they've got 3rd and goal.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. May now. Running a screen for Stevenson. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Desperation time here on 4th. And he scores. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots now trail by just a point in the 4th. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
So a chance to tie it up again here in the 4th. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's Carter on the return. This makes it up to the 25. The Falcons and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. And his production is carried over into this 2nd half. He keeps on running well even with the workload they placed upon him. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. They motion the slot man right. Penix on 1st down. On him quick, and they bring him down. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. It's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Yeah, I understand that, Cole. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up. Penix. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. That throw was looking for Kyle Pitts. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Penix facing a 3rd and long. Man downfield, and he finds London. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. 3rd and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the 1st.
A gain of 33 yards on the play. 1st down, Atlanta.
Well, the offense wanted to spark, and he delivered a lightning bolt. Huge gain that totally changes the tone of this drive.
Play action. Here's Penix. Throw left side, complete. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
On 2nd down, Robinson. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Patriots into the dime, 3rd down. From the shotgun, Penix. That one complete to Pitts. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Falcons will have a 1st.
A gain of 12.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
And he could only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. Now we see after that play, one of the Falcons having some trouble out there. They'll head out to look at him. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. To the air with Penix. He'll step up, and there he goes. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
That's another Falcons 1st down. A gain of 13 yards. And a Falcon 1st down.
As much as you'd like to find a completion and get the ball out of your hands, when a play breaks down, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on his ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that.
1st and 10, around Robinson. And they will be on the verge of a touchdown here, partners. He pushes this down to the 5-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to keep them from piling up.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Falcons take a fourth-quarter lead. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. His third of the game on the ground.
Let's see, Kate. I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What are we going to call this other than simply splendid?
Romo on to try the point after.
For the extra point.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons break that tie and now lead by 7.
Patriots 37.
To kick it away, here's Pinion. On the return, here's Gibson. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Patriots running their offense out there. And they're taking the field knowing that they need a touchdown here, Brock. More pressure on them now than they've had any drive so far this game.
Well, our colleague, Charles Davis, has a line for a spot just like this. Pressure, it can burst pipes, but can also create diamonds. Let's see what the outcome of this pressure is going to be.
Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Stevenson. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. Gets a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. May off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic to convert on this 3rd and long.
Falcons going with a dime package here on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. That's caught for the first. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make the play just as that tight end did.
And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
The give inside to Stevenson. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside a field goal range. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put two tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
7th play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6. He's back to throw. He has the first over the middle. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's a New England first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
To the air on first down, May. Catch is made in close. And he has the New England touchdown. The Patriots now trail by just a point in the 4th. DeMario Douglas with the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Here's Carter on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Falcons and Drake London headed back out onto the field. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his quarterback has all game. I mean, he just continues to find openings and make plays in this second half. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I've talked to running backs over the years, Kate, the transition from the college game to the pro game. They'll tell you, there's just times in the NFL you got to run into darkness. You run into a lot of bodies. Perfect example of that on the first down play.
Penix here from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Foxborough. Falcons pushing to get within range for a game winner. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw it. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're first to 3. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
They're all set up for the game winner. Let's see how they approach it, starting with this first and goal. Here's Robinson. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's second. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Again, it's Robinson. And his defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. Now the Patriots calling their third and final timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down.
It's maybe one of the only spots in goal situations I wouldn't even consider a run. Now, as a quarterback, you better be aware of those eyes defensively because they're going to be all over you in the passing game.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for third and goal. Running with Robinson. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons jump in front late. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal, but you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
To kick it away, here's Pinion. Fielded by Henderson. Escapes a defender. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Patriots and quarterback Drake May ready to go once more on offense. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. First call here coming from the shotgun. They send the tight end in motion left. Here he is to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Falcons make the play that should win them this game. Well, we all know, Brock, those slot guys start piling up receptions, and that makes them a priority target for the defense.
Yep.
They kept someone nearby, and they pick off that check down.
Yeah, if a play breaks down in today's football, like back in my day, last century, you checked down the running back. That's not the case anymore. These slot receivers, well, they're as big a security blanket as running backs are, but the defenses, to your point, Kate, they figured it out too. And that defense, well, they didn't just figure it out in their head. They went out and executed with their bodies to take it away.
No timeouts remaining here, partner, so they can just run out this clock. The Falcons nearing a victory as he drops to a knee. A kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. So the Falcons will fly home with a win on the road. And with the start they had in that first quarter, Brock, it is no surprise to see them come away with a victory at the end. They really did all they could to put this out of reach early. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. A well-earned win for the Falcons. As with that, we'll sign off from New England.